Hey gang, how are y'all doing? I'm doing alright. It's been a little while since I've shown any updates on pop projects, so I thought I would take advantage of this gorgeous sunny day to come outside and work on my sunburn and show off my latest project, which was Lars of the Stars from Steven Universe. He is he's a character that's kind of it's funny. People initially didn't care for him because he was a little bit of a jerk, but then, you know, he's got a really good character development segment and he suddenly became a fan favorite. Not to be that person, but I kind of liked Lars even when he was a bit of a jerk, and now that he's had his character development, I just love him even more, and I really just loved the design that they did with him. I thought it was just fun. It was well done. So I, of course, was inspired to make my very own pop. I don't remember the base that I used. It was from an anime. I want to say Soul Eater, but I know it's not Soul Eater. It's something along those lines. Seraphim Catcher or something like that. But I liked the base because he had a big flowy cape, which is what Lars has, and you know, I firmly believe in the work smarter, not harder. Make you know, have the pop, the base that you work with, do as much of the work as possible to make it as easy for yourself, and just to make it so it flows and looks more natural. So I went with this, I found one that had this really impressive cape, but I wasn't too pleased with the collar because in the show the character has this very dramatic collar that's just massive, and unfortunately for Funko Pops don't have much of a neck. They just kind of, their heads just kind of like sit on their shoulders. So they're really, if I wanted to keep the head so that you could rotate it, hard to rotate his head and hold the camera, there we go. I wanted to keep the character's head so that it could rotate, but still get like this big dramatic collar. So that was a bit of a struggle. That was definitely a hard time. That was the hardest part of this pop. I hit Instagram up and I found this very wonderful individual who also does custom pops, and they've done quite a few Steven Universe custom pops. If that's something you're interested in, I definitely recommend checking them out. They are the Doctor Cog, and I will include a link somewhere. I'll try to cater each link. I'll try to cater the posts or the links to accommodate the social media that you are probably seeing this on. But yeah, the Doctor Cog, they had made a couple Lars of the Stars, and they'd used foam craft paper, and that was just brilliant. Like I'd never thought to do that. I kind of, I mean, when I saw that, I was like, well, of course, yeah, no, genius. It was still a little bit of a fuss to figure out how much I could get away with and all that jazz, but I'm pretty pleased with the end result. I added glitter to a lot of paint because I'd had him all painted, and he just didn't have enough, like, he didn't have enough sparkle or pizzazz, so I went back with I added a little bit of glitter to the paint and shimmer to just kind of help bring out that sort of ethereal feeling that I guess Lars later on obtains. His hair I sculpted with air drying clay. The head, the bald head, is from the Ancient One bobblehead. Ears are also sculpted from air drying clay. I used a sparkle glaze on the hair to help just make it, give it that, once again, that ethereal shimmer. I took some chalk pastel and dabbed that into some parts of the hair to help give it more depth. The scar, I actually took an X-Acto knife and tried to like carve in there. It didn't really turn out all that great. I'm not that pleased with the scar. It didn't really, like, digging into the pop itself didn't really give it anything. Just kind of, actually I think it kind of you don't, unless you're looking for it, you don't really notice it, but I don't know. Not my favorite part. I think next time if I'm going to try to cut or carve into a pop like that, I'll try and use like a hot knife, see if I can't get my hands on one of those. I did go ahead and add a couple more extra details just to kind of help, I don't know, make it extra, glam it up a little bit. I added more gold to his attire. It just felt like in the show it's a little more plain, not quite as much gold detailing, and in the show that works because it flows with the rest of the style. But I mean, I really wanted him to make a statement, and I feel like adding more gold along his outfit just kind of helped bring it together, harmonize it a little bit better. So yeah, that's Lars. Right now I'm working on, I'm calling it the Yoshi Raptor, and I've taken a Velociraptor base from the Jurassic Park 25th anniversary, and I've taken it apart. So that is my current project. It'll be done pretty soon, I hope. Right now I brought it outside to spray down with some fixative to keep the chalk pastel from smudging and going all over the place, because apparently I really enjoy dropping projects. So I've dropped him a couple times and he's gotten green dust everywhere, so I'm going to lay down some fixative, add just like the last finishing details, glue him together, and maybe do one more layer of protective sealer. But those are my current projects right now, and my most recently finished one. I don't know, I hope you guys are enjoying these as much as I am. It's fun. They're simple and easy to do, and it's like a fun, I think they're like a fun problem-solving activity. So that's that. If there's any stages or processes that you guys are curious about and want me to like go into a little bit further, other than just like, hey, here's the finished one, let me know. Be more than happy to try and find a way to show and share. Until then, y'all stay fabulous.